Gotta get my German down. Guten Tag. Whatever.
Hi there.
Hi, Verena. Wonderful,
Hi there.
wonderful to be with you. Welcome. Welcome all. Welcome all. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute. We'll give everybody a chance to join. Why is this not working? There we go. There you go. Okay. And so while we have a moment here to get prepared, make sure you have all of the material that you need to support yourself. Any additional support materials, blocks, straps, bolsters, chairs, eye shade, blanket, shawl, a chair, anything that you need to support yourself in your practice today. Take a moment to ensure you have that. All right. It is 12 o'clock. So. All right, good afternoon or good morning and welcome to this Veterans Yoga Project Active Flow and Breathwork class. My name is Brian G. and I'm honored and delighted to be sitting in for my good friend Adrienne and offering this class today. As always, remember a couple things before we start. Our first guiding principle, support precedes action. So have whatever you need for support, blocks, straps, bolsters, eye shades, blankets. Make sure that you have all that available to you. And then secondarily, remember, it is your practice. So you are in the privacy of your own space by design, and you are going to do your practice. I encourage and suggest that you listen to the wisdom of your own body, do what is right for you. Come out, vary any posture in any way that makes sense for you. Come out of any posture at any time. Take any alternate posture at any time. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Just be in your breath. The only requirement for you is to be present and breathe. Now, today's class is going to go as follows. We're going to do a landing. Let gratitude rise. So we'll find support, come into the present moment, let gratitude arise, and then we'll set our intention. After that, we're going to do a seated, what we call spinal series, a series of postures from a seated posture. You may want to have a chair if you're not comfortable seated and cross-legged for an extended period of time. That first part will take 10 or so minutes. And so, support yourself in that. After that, we're going to come to our mat. And we're going to come into activating the core and the hips, finding balance. Then we'll come through our downward dog series to get to a forward fold and then come to an upright posture. And then from our upright posture, we'll move through a variation of the sun salutation. When we're done with that, we'll come back down onto the mat. We'll do our twist and then we'll come into our guided rest. It should be about a probably 50-minute class here today. So in preparation for our class, let us land. So bring yourself into a supported posture, whatever that means for you. Root down into whatever part of your body is in contact with something, the earth, the floor, the mat, the cushion, the bolster, the chair. Root through the parts of your body that are connecting. Feel the sensation of that connection. And imagine you could extend roots down through that to the center of the earth, holding you in place firmly, steadily, surely. Having established support, feel into that support and then lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the crown, lengthen through the spine. Notice the shift in the body as the spine elongates and aligns. Bring your awareness to how being supported allows you to extend and to elongate, to align. And then come into the present moment by coming into the body. come into the body by coming into the breath. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils, following the inhale all the way in. And the exhale all the way out. And then being right there as the next inhale arrives. Following that inhale in, just aligning yourself with your breath. Begin to feel into the rhythm of the breath. And having established support and come into the present moment, I'll invite you, if you choose, to float your hands to your heart space on your next inhale in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe your left hand over the heart, right hand over the left. Hands in prayer, thumb knuckles resting lightly. Feeling the connection of the hands and the heart, the heat, the rhythm of the heartbeat underneath the hands. And expand your awareness to align perhaps the beating of the heart with the rhythm of the breath. And then having your awareness centered in your heart space, I invite you to allow a sense of gratitude to arise. Anything for which you are grateful, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Whatever it is that gratitude speaks of for you, see it clearly as it arises in your heart space. And then anchor that gratitude right there at your heart. And having found support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to arise, I'll invite us, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice this morning or this afternoon. Perhaps just a simple intention to keep your gratitude anchored or to be in your breath. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to speak it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then having established support, come into the present moment, allow gratitude to rise and set our intention. Finally, I'll invite you, if you choose, to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you like to, bow your chin to your intentional grateful heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. As I say namo, namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands, and then adjust your seated posture to find the support necessary for our spinal series. So we're going to begin a series of movements from a seated posture. So maybe you're sitting in a chair, feet flat on the floor, underneath the knees, hip distance apart. Maybe like me, you're seated on a cushion on your mat, lifting the hips a little bit so they're above the knees. Maybe you're in a different posture, but find that posture in which you can be supported. And we're going to be here for several minutes as we move through a series of movements from this seated posture. The first of this is what we call a stomach grind or a roll, butter churn, butterasana, like an old butter churn in the old days. So your hands will be at your knees. And as you inhale, you'll just bring the body forward. And as you exhale, you take the body back in circling. So you're circling the upper torso against the fixed hips. Either direction doesn't matter. We're going to go in both directions. Just move at your pace. And now the important part of your practice comes into play here. This is where you find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, and your practice. So you may be going slower or faster than me because your rhythm of your breath will be different than mine. That is absolutely essential. You're not trying to mirror me. You're trying to find your practice. Breathing in as you come forward, breathing out as you go back. As narrow or as wide as is comfortable for you as you're maybe just waking up your body. Maybe you've been up all day. Maybe it's midday like it is here on the East Coast of the United States where I'm located. So maybe different depending upon where you are in your day. And then on your next inhalations, reverse your rotation, move in the opposite direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Noticing the difference one side to the other. The organs internal are not fully symmetrical. The feeling that you get as you rotate may be different one side to the other. That's absolutely as it should be. breathing, and just aligning breath with movement in these simple postures. The only thing moving is the torso. Head is resting lightly atop the spine as we rotate. A few more here. And after your next rotation, come back to center. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale here. And then gently retain this breath. Gently retain this breath. And as you retain the breath, lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin slightly. Feel everything come to the center or towards the top of the head. Gently lifting, noticing how you feel, noticing your experience, noticing where your energy is. When you are ready, just exhale, release any lifting, come back to the seated posture, be very still. Allow everything to settle and just feel into the integration of the movement. So these movements will vary between the movement and then the stillness in which we integrate the movement. That is our yoga. Effort and then ease. Feeling into the ease is as important as the effort. Be still. Allow the breath. Our next movement is going to be a arching and flexing of the spine. So bring your hands in front of your shins, or if you're seated on the chair, just let your hands come to your thighs or knees. And then as you inhale, you're just going to tilt the pelvic bowl. So you're rocking at a little bit on the sits bones so that the lower spine, the lumbar spine, is arching. The chest is coming forward, the heart is coming forward, the crown is lifting. And then on the exhale, you're going to just round the spine. So the chin will make a move toward the chest. Now, you're not bobbing the head. The chin and the sternum stay in alignment, but you're rounding the spine, so your chin is coming towards you. And then inhale up and arch, exhale, round, seated cow-cat. You may recognize this movement. We usually do this in tabletop. And we're just going to be here, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Find your breath, inhaling forward and up, exhaling, rounding and back. Moving the spine. Hips are fixed, rooted into the sits bones. And again, the head is just resting lightly atop the spine. And we're arching and rounding the spine, finding some movement, energizing the spine. Spine is so vital. The yogis say that we're only as old as our spine, and these actions, these movements, these practices keep our spine young. Now bring your hands out onto your knee. If you're seated, just stay where you, and then you may feel this arching and rounding move up into the middle back a little bit, a little more space created as the arms come wide. And you can feel, and then see if you can direct the breath to a particular vertebra. And if you feel like you can find a particular vertebra with the breath, then experiment with moving the breath up and down the spine, one vertebra at a time with each breath. So maybe you find your lowest lumbar vertebra, and then you inhale the next vertebra up. Maybe not, maybe just breathe in your practice. Couple more here. On your next inhale, inhale up. Gently retain this breath. Lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders. Allow the chin to feel as if it's tucking, so you feel the full length of the spine. Just feel into stillness here while gently retaining. When you need to, go ahead and exhale, release, be very still. Release any shaping, release any holding, release any lifting, just be still. Allow integration. Breathe deep. Full inhales and complete exhales, just being. And notice how your spine feels. Notice what's happening for you. Now, our next movement, you have an option with the arms. The arms can stay on the knees, or if you like, you can allow the arms to float. We're going to be twisting the torso. Or you can take your arms out from your shoulders at shoulder height, palms up, and then fold the elbows so that the palms come in front of the shoulders. The four fingers hook the front, the thumb hooks behind the shoulders. Now, I like this posture because it keeps my torso in alignment, but you can be there, you can be here, or you can just keep the hands on the knees. The range of motion will be dependent upon where you put your hands. And then we're just going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Twisting. I like to let my elbows lead, but we're not overdoing anything here. No stress, no strain, no overexertion, just twisting. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. You may be moving faster or slower than me, depending upon your breath. And it's long, deep breath and slow movements, or maybe you're feeling a little energetic here. Maybe you get a little quicker. It's your practice. Find your rhythm. Just be in this gentle. Don't try not to overdo it. Tendency here is to try to get overdoing it, over rotate. Nothing like that is required here. We're just simply gently waking up the spine, the body, letting energy flow through the torso, feeling into this awakening. Now, these spinal series, these 5 movements, is a wonderful practice to do as like a 30 days in a row type event, where you can just kind of focus on the overall benefit of repeating your practice to feel into the full benefit. You can do wonders for your spine, especially if you're an old guy like me. On your next inhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Gently retain the breath. Gently lift at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders. Even though the shoulders are up, you can relax them. Experiment with the chin so that you feel the full length of the spine. Lift. Allow the energy to center. Be very still. And again, when you need to, go ahead and release the arms gently down, palms up, thumb and forefinger together, and just breathe. Let everything settle. Notice now where the energy is. Notice what may have shifted for you. Feel into the difference in where you're feeling. Feel alive and energized in the spine. Energy now perhaps up around the heart, chest. Breathing here. Alternating between effort and ease. We just take a moment here to be still. Let everything settle in. Our next movement is going to be shrugging the shoulders. So the palms will come onto the knees or the mid-thigh or thigh, depending upon your body type, where the most alignment is for you, where you feel the most support from your hands. The hands are resting lightly there. The inhale, we lift the shoulders toward the ears. Now, the tendency here is to start scrunching in the neck. So be mindful of that. We're not scrunching, we're lifting. It may just be a subtle, small movement. And then on the exhale, release. And again, it's your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. The eyes can be closed, focused at the third eye, or narrowed and focused at the tip of the nose. The awareness is just simply on the shoulder lift. And again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. I like to feel my shoulder blades, the scapula. I feel as if they're just sliding up and down the spine. That's me. You'll feel what you feel for you. Just be in your practice, aligning movement with breath. All of this is about aligning movement with breath. Like all of our movement practices, there really is a breath focus to allow us to join the mind with the body. All of these practices are designed to help us regulate our mind states. We do that by aligning the mind with the body, bringing ourselves back into the body, being focused on what's occurring in our interior experience on the body level, so that we can get out of our interior experience at the mind level. Inhaling up, exhaling down, just being in the practice. A few more here. Don't overdo it, just be it. And inhale up. Gently retain the breath. Gently lift at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Again, although the shoulders are lifted toward the ears, you can relax the shoulders and allow the chin to feel that release at the back of the neck, so there's no scrunching there, and just hold everything here. Feel the energy moving up into the head. Breathing into this, just be still. Retain gently. And when you need to exhale, release. Palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Take a breath. Again, let everything settle. Integrate and feel into the shift. Feel how alive you might feel. A little more live, enlivened, perhaps. Maybe not. You have your experience. Just observe what your experience is. Our final movement here from a spinal series perspective is going to be neck rolls. Now, if you have any stiffness challenge or issue with your neck, you're just simply going to just turn your head one side and then the other, like, no, Brian, there's no tension in my head or neck. Otherwise, top chin to the chest, inhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the sky, exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to the chest. Gently moving with breath, neck rolls here, just 4 or 5 in each direction. Be very gentle here. Very gentle neck rolls. And if you're following me, you started with right ear, right shoulder. So we're just going to go that way a couple times. 4 or 5. Gentle. And then when you feel you've reached your 4th or 5th, go ahead and reverse the order. So inhaling left ear, left shoulder, chin to the sky. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the chest. And then continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice, gentle neck rolls, counterclockwise direction with the breath. 4 or 5 times only, just gentle. You may hear your neck cricking and crackling and just waking up, saying hello. After you've finished in that direction, bring your chin back neutral. And again, just be still. Just be still. Allow everything to settle. Notice the fullness of your experience. All right. And now we're going to do an activating breath before we come to the mat. So we're going to, and we have our torso enlivened and activated. Now we're going to bring everything together. So option here, hands can stay on the knees if you like. We're going to do a bellows or Bhastrika breath called breath of fire. You're going to generate a little fire in the belly. If you like, you can bring your arms 60-degree angle. You'll fold the fingertips back to the top of the palm. So a little what we used to call Kung Fu fist. Thumbs are coming over your head in an arc as if they were touching, and then your arms are 60 degrees. Arms are straight, torso is long, body is still here. And the breath is in and out through the nostrils in a breath of fire. So we're using the diaphragm. On the exhale, we pull the diaphragm back and down, and then we release the diaphragm, the inhale comes. Now, tendency here to over-exaggerate the exhale and not get enough inhale. The inhale and the exhale are equal in length, in volume, and intensity. We're just utilizing the diaphragm to align that breath. So don't overthink it. Don't overexert. There's no overexertion here. If you feel like you're out of rhythm, or if you feel like, particularly if you feel like you're getting a little lightheaded, stop and just take long, deep breaths. If you are on your menstrual cycle or pregnant, you will not do the Bhastrika breath. You will just do long, deep breaths. Full inhale, complete exhale. All right, we're just going to be here for a moment. This will enliven us. So find your posture, find your position, inhale fully, and begin your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. If you're not familiar with this breath, maybe just start in a nice, gentle rhythm, finding your rhythm and your pace. I'm doing about a 1 breath per second. You're doing what's right for you in your practice because it's your practice. Maybe you're just taking long, deep inhales and long, deep exhales. I first learned this movement. It was called Ego Eradicator, which will give you an indication of its purpose. Lately, it seems that we've gone to a more clinical and softer, gentler way. It's now called mind or mood state adjuster. Mind state adjuster. Just stay with the pattern. Don't overthink it. About 20 more seconds. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Body is very still, even though the diaphragm is moving. Awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus is at the brow point. On your next inhale, take a full inhale and bring the thumbs together over your head. Don't look, just feel it out. Extend the fingers long. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Lift and extend. Gently retain. And when you are ready, release your lifting, release the breath, let the arms float down to the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Be very still. Woo. Feel what is happening for you. Maybe you feel a little heat. Maybe you feel a little energized. Maybe not. Maybe feel what you feel. Whatever it is, just feel it. Just sit with it. Be still. Being still with ourselves, holding ourselves gently and patiently. Being in our practice. Allowing integration, settling. Feeling into stillness. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. One more time, full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, let everything go, shake it out, and then come around to your mat. And we're going to come to all fours. Finding the hips underneath the knee. Finding the knees underneath the hips. And just hip distance apart. So knees are not that far apart. A lot of us think our hips are really wide, but they're not. And then the palms are underneath and slightly ahead of the shoulders. This is our tabletop posture. Get long through the crown, press back through the hips, feel the length in the side body. We're going to activate a little bit of through the hip here, okay? So on the inhale, we're going to lift the left leg. Just lift the left leg. Now notice the tendency to roll to the right side and bend the right elbow. Try to stay long out of both arms. Try to keep the hips level. Rotate that left hip down toward the mat so that the hips stay level. Lift the left leg level with the buttocks. Press the toes, get long, extend, and notice engagement in the core. So we're activating the hip and the core just by this simple leg lift. Breathe in. And breathe out on the exhale. Bring the left knee back underneath the hip. On the inhale, lift the right leg. And again, notice the tendencies. Make your micro adjustments. Keep everything stable and steady. Lengthen through the right foot. Rotate the right hip toward the mat so that your hips are level. Feel the full length out of both arms. Breathing here. Full inhale. Notice the extension. And lift in the right hip flexor and in the core. Engaged here. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that right knee back down. Adding on if you like. Otherwise, just lift the left leg, get stable. If you like, right arm extends, bicep by the ear. Long line of energy from the right middle finger to the left big toe. Big, long lifting. Breathe in. Core is engaged to help you balance. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Inhale, right leg, stabilize first, and if you like, left arm. Find your length, middle finger to toe, extend and engage. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, that palm and that knee back down. Now add on if you like. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Find your length. On your exhale, we're going to bring the elbow and knee together underneath the body. And then we're going to pulse the inhale, exhale. So find this movement. We're just going to do a couple here. Move with your breath. Inhaling extension, exhale, knee to elbow. One more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that knee and that palm back down. Inhale, right leg up, left leg long. And if you like, find your length. On the exhale, knee to elbow. Now, if you're not doing the pulsing, you're just holding the posture. Doing your practice, what's right for you. Coming out as you need to, varying as you need to, supporting as you need to. Your rhythm. Your pace, your breath, your practice. Oh, whoa. One more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that knee and that elbow back down. Take a moment here. Press the hips back toward the heels. And let the head fall toward the mat. Maybe using your gear here to support your head if your head doesn't reach the mat. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. This is our wisdom pose, our child's pose. We call this wisdom pose. In our Veterans Yoga Project practice, is there wisdom in this posture? Can you release the lower back and the shoulder girdle? Can you be in your breath? Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now, inhale here. Walk the hands out a little further. Pop up on the fingertips. Feel the length on the underside of the arm. Exhale. Press into the fingertips and press the hips back toward the heels, keeping the arms long. Release the forehead. Wisdom pose. Now, inhale back to table. Exhale, curl the toes and press into the balls of the feet and the heels. Just find that so that you're extending, you're putting a stretch into the undersole of your foot. Find that first. Inhale here. Again, as you exhale, press into the fingertips and out of the heel of the palm, lengthen through the forearms, tilt the pelvic wall and begin to lift the knees. Find the knees lifting. Engage through the ball of the foot, back through the heel. Continue to lift the hips. Continue to straighten the legs. Maybe you keep a slight bend in your knees as you lift the hips high toward the ceiling and let your crown drop toward the mat. Pressing the chest and stomach back to the thighs. And then release the heels down to the bottom of your mat. This is your downward facing dog posture. Keynote page note here. Key posture here. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Play with this. Find your balance in your hands, extending out of the forearms, releasing the head. No tension in the neck. Breathing deep. Let the heels drop toward the bottom of your mat while lifting the hips. So you feel that extension out of the ribs. Breathing here, maybe bend one knee, press back to the opposite heel, and then switch, bend the other knee, press back to the other heel, and then switch, bend both knees and press back through both heels. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, look up between the hands, and then just gently walk your feet forward between your hands. Bringing your feet between your hands, coming into your forward fold. Again, great place for your gear. If your hands don't reach the floor, utilize your gear for support. Support precedes action. Find your posture. Release the hands, maybe grab the opposite elbows in front of or behind the legs. Experiment with balancing the weight in the ball and heel of the foot, lifting the hips, straightening the legs perhaps as you release the forehead toward the shins. Forward fold. Full inhale. Deep into the back, complete exhale. Release the elbows if you're holding them. Full inhalation here. Exhale, find your fold. Forward fold. All right. Find your hands, bring them to your shins. Press the palms into the shins, straighten the arms, lift the back. Torso comes in parallel to the mat, flat back, breathe behind the heart. Exhale, release the hands, release the head, forward fold. Bend the knees and slowly roll up. Keep the chin tucked. Torso rolls up one vertebra at a time. As it comes up, shoulders will naturally roll up and down. The head will lift, sit atop the spine. Fingers extend toward the mat, palms forward. This is your mountain pose, standing on your own 2 feet. Check in with your gratitude and your intention at your heart space. Breathe here. Take a moment. Notice how both downward dog and forward fold are inversions. The head was lower than the heart. Now that we've come upright, the head is higher than the heart. Blood flow is reversing, right? And so feel everything settling in. One of my teachers says, imagine you're a glass of water with sand in it. I don't necessarily like to imagine that. I would say, imagine you're a glass of water with your protein powders in it or your maca powder in it. You know, take a moment to allow that to settle. Let your water be still. Now we're going to do variations of sun salutation here. So we move into this step by step. On the inhale, the arms will go high. On the exhale, we'll hinge and fold at the hips, releasing the forehead toward the shins, forward fold. On the inhale, either using the hands on the shins for support or on the waist, finding your posture, will come to a flat back. Breathe into the heart. On the exhale, we'll fold and place the hands beside the feet. And let's step the right foot back first. Go ahead and drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Now press into the left heel and the top of the right knee as you begin to lift your fingertips. Just find that balance first. Support precedes action. Maybe you bring your hands to your knee for support. Maybe you utilize straightening the arms to bring the torso upright. Find this posture. And then inhale, take the arms up. Lengthen through the fingers as you sink into the hips. Stay long through the fingers. So supported lunge here. Anjanasana. Full inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes. Lift the knee. Step that right foot forward. Forward fold. Come to your flat back on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go, all the way through tall mountain. And exhale, release the hands to prayer. And then down along the thighs, palms forward. Now, every time we come to mountain, we're going to take a breath to recenter and to check in with the gratitude and intention that we've anchored in our heart space. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Other side, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down, top of the left foot. Stabilize here. And then utilizing your supports, whatever you need to, inhale the torso upright and the arms up. Exhale, sink in as you lift through the fingers. Take a full inhale in this supported lunge and a complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knees, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath. A full inhale. A complete exhale. We're going to add on a little bit this time. Inhale the arms up. You always have the option to just repeat what we did. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down, top of left foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in. A full inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot. Now this time, curl the toes, lift the knee, and then step the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Come all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the crown, bring the heart forward. Cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, press into the palms, lift the hips, release back into downward dog. Now, every time we come to downward dog, we're going to take a breath to stabilize and steady, check in with our intention and our gratitude, and be clear. A full inhale, a complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands. On the exhale, bring the left foot forward, drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. On the inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release to mountain. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Other side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, come up, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, press back, downward dog. Take your breath. And let it go. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now you have the option to repeat that or any portion of that, or we're going to try to do this one movement, one breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, or maybe even up dog. Exhale, press back, down facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale. And sigh it out, complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands, mountain pose, take a breath. Let it go. Other side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands beside the feet. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, frame the foot, step back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath in mountain as you stabilize and prepare. You're going to do one complete series, that's each side, on your own, your cueing. Sounds of silence from this side. One movement, one breath. Remembering always to take a breath in down dog and in mountain. When you are done, just be in mountain. We'll meet back in mountain. Settling into your mountain pose. Allowing everything to settle. Being very still. Steady. Sure. Stable. And then gently bring yourself down to your mat on your back. Bring the hands down by the sides, bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees with both hands. And then squeeze the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Feel into that experience. And then bring the left foot to the mat and the right heel to the sky. Reach up and grab just behind your hamstring, knee, or calf, and gently just guide, if you will, the right knee toward the face a little bit. You're creating a little space in the hip girdle. Inhale here. Exhale, cross the right leg tightly over the left. So the back of the right thigh is pressing into the top of the left thigh. The foot may hook if you have that flexibility, or it will be outside the left calf. Knees will be almost in alignment. Arms will come out 60 to 90 degrees. Lengthen through the crown. Inhale here. Exhale, let the knees come over to the right as you look over the left shoulder. Now, the left shoulder should stay down and relaxed. So when you start to come up off the mat, that's your edge. Just be there. If you have a thought here, it's about moving the knees away from the face more so than towards the floor. Breathe here, breathe deep. This is our twist. Breathing in to the left hip. Deep into the lower left hip, the back of the body. Full inhales. And complete exhales. Head is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Just working in the hip here. Releasing any tension. Massaging the internal organs, giving ourselves a little love. Inhale, come back to center. Take the left leg high, reach up and grab behind the left leg, gently guide it toward the face, and then exhale, release the right leg long on the mat. Feel the difference one side to the other, and then bring the right heel toward the right hip. Knees to the sky. The right foot will stay planted, the left foot will rise to the ceiling. Press the heel into the ceiling as if you could stamp the ceiling. Reach up and grab behind the left leg wherever is appropriate and just gently guide it toward your face. Create a little space. Inhale here. Exhale, cross the right leg tightly over the left, pressing the back of the right thigh against the top of the left thigh. Arms out. Inhale here, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, let the knees come over to the left as you look over the right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder relaxed and down on the mat. Thinking about moving the knees away from the face more so than toward the floor, breathing deep into the right hip. Across the front of the body, just feeling this opening and noticing what's happening. One side to the other might be different. Just feeling into your breath, very relaxed in the crown, very relaxed in the head, very relaxed in the shoulders, just working the hip, full inhale. Complete exhale. Massage or twist, feeling into the release of the practice here. On the inhale, bring the knees back to center. Take the left leg high, reach up and grab behind the leg. Gently guide it toward the face and then release the left leg long. Extend the right leg long. Let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Bring your arms down by your sides, by your hips, palms up. Extend through the crown, and then imagine you can pull down on your side ribs so you feel your lower spine against the mat. This is your guided rest posture. Let go, be done. Now, as you're letting go to be done here in your final posture, take a moment to provide yourself with any additional support you may want in this final posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth, maybe you have a blanket or a shawl, maybe you have a bolster, whatever it is that provides you with additional support. You may want to find that and utilize that here. And just let go. Just let go. Be done. You're done for today. Allow yourself to be done. Release any analysis, any thought, any conversation, any competition. Release any shaping of the breath. Release any working of the body. You're just trying to let go. Allow yourself to be done. Just let go. Release and relax. And if you find that this is a challenging posture for you, many of us do, many of us have a very difficult time being still. The mind wants to wander and be active. One of the things you might do is suggest to your mind that it track your body, beginning at the soles of the feet and systemically working your way up the body, just looking for any areas of tension or tightness. And then seeing if you could bring breath into relaxing that area. See if you can find support by softening around that area. Just being with yourself at rest. Allow rest. And finally today, I'll invite you, if you choose, to return your awareness to the crown of your head, that space just outside and above the crown of your head. From that space, just witness yourself resting in your space. See yourself here at rest. And if you choose, allow once again to arise a sense of gratitude, anything for which you're grateful. Maybe just grateful to be resting. And as you rest in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.